Hello, I'm Nige.
And I'm Anders. Welcome to the Cheeky Extra.
It's a very long pause there, Anders.
You've bought us beer, haven't you?
Yeah. There's a story behind this beer. We've both got the same one because I bought this and I thought, oh, I'll get a can for Anders as well. It's a Nano Brewery, off of Beech, based in Kidderminster. I was in Malvern. It's a New England Pale Ale coming in at 5.5%. Anyway, I was at a food and drink festival thing at Brewery Town. Oh, I'll go there because I like beer. And I was chatting to the guy, Dan, and he's I think he had a few anxiety problems and he couldn't chat to people. He had quite a stressful job and things. Yeah. So someone suggested he needs a hobby. So he took up brewing.
Did he?
And I think he got quite obsessed with it. And now he's got a brewing company. So I did suggest to him that perhaps he needs a hobby now because his hobby is now.
Oh, yeah.
But he's loving it.
Okay.
And I was driving, so I couldn't taste all the beers and things because they're selling beers. Yeah. And I just asked him, what's your favorite beer that you brew? Without any hesitation, that was one. He actually poured me a little bit into the glass. He said, taste that. So I did, and it was
So you have tasted it?
I have, because he forced it upon me, and I drank it, and I thought, wow. So then I bought a couple of cans, and so you've got one, because I know you like your New England ales.
Yeah, of course, yes. Okay.
So that's well.
That's going to beer can.
What? I thought you were pointing at the album, first of all.
No. Oh, we ought to do that too. But you've got Siouxsie the Banshees behind you, haven't you?
You have. Yeah, you noticed it, yes.
I did notice it, yeah.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time, the singles. And we'll talk about that. Yeah, it's just a compilation album of all their singles up to about 1981. But anyway.
Well, heck, let's talk about the sexiest woman in rock ever. After.
Yeah, get beer can fired up. Get it in the glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm dying to drink this.
There we go. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's got
the aroma off the top of the hat is New England IPA.
Yeah, and this, if you look at the back of the can, it was canned on the 8th of the 7th, 22.
Really?
And this is, what date's this today? The 20th. So this might not be going out till God knows when, but this has only been in the can, straight from the fermenter, for a few weeks. So this is optimum. This is probably the best you're going to sample this beer.
And honestly, the aroma, are you getting the aroma?
Yeah,
I'm nowhere near it, and I'm getting the aroma.
Oh, there's an incredible dryness coming off that aroma.
There is. That's quite. That's quite a punchy smell as well.
It's almost dry pineapple.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you'd almost put pineapple out to dry.
Yeah, a dry pineapple.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm going in.
Go on.
Cheers. Oh, God, that tastes exactly as it smells. Yeah. That's phenomenal. Oh, I've just got a bit more. There was a second kick there in the taste.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Mine is room temperature. Which
right. Mine's cold.
Time of filming,
yeah,
is the hottest England has ever been.
No, that was yesterday.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
But
you'll have a slightly different experience with that flavors then. The flavors then.
yeah.
Oh, this is good.
I am getting melon more than anything else.
Yeah. Oh God, bucket loads of it.
Bucket loads of it, absolutely.
I think I've been focused so much on that dryness in the back end because that's
Don't forget the melons.
I like.
yeah. Melons are great.
Yeah, I like that up front. Oh God, you can see this is a cheeky extra.
Yeah, welcome to the 1970s, people. Carry on getting drunk.
Yeah. We've been recording lots of grain brew stuff and beer kits and prior to this, and one of Anders' beers was a bit stronger than I thought it was going to be, and it hit me quite hard.
Yeah, it did hit.
And that was the first one we drank, and yes. Oh, that's good. Anyway,
that's lovely. Anyway, yeah.
Siouxsie and
the Banshees.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, this is like I bought this for one track.
Which one?
Well, Spellbound.
Okay, that's fine.
Back in those days, it was very hard getting hold of music. It was,
wasn't it? Yeah.
And when I saw this, you got an opportunity to get lots of music just for your hard-earned pocket money.
Yeah.
And I knew a couple of songs. I knew Arabian Nights, Happy House, which was, I think that was their big hit, wasn't it? Happy House.
Was, yeah.
But anyway, I'll go through the listings.
Go on.
Side 1, Hong Kong Garden.
That's the big one for me. That was their first single, named after a Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Mirage, The Staircase in brackets Mystery.
Ooh.
Playground Twist, and Love in a Void. Now, I hadn't heard any of those when I bought this.
No.
I really enjoyed them. Some of them took a bit longer to get into, but another bit. Anyway, side 2 for me is where it all happens.
Okay, go on.
You got Happy House, which was their big hit, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Christine.
I don't know Christine.
Banana Split Lady. Anyway, Israel, which is probably now one of my, I don't know, it's a brilliant song. Spellbound and Arabian Nights. I love side 2 of this album.
I think
the band had gone through the punky short stuff and the songwriting, and it was phenomenal as they progressed.
Yes, I think they were, because let's not forget the first time anybody saw Siouxsie Sue, she was standing behind the Sex Pistols.
Was she?
Yes.
All right.
I forget the name of that show, but you know the guy, the chat show. Oh, I've forgotten his name now. This is annoying. The Sex Pistols were on a kind of like a Friday evening.
In America?
No, in the UK.
Oh yes.
And
yes, I asked them to shock me, and they did.
And they did, yeah.
That was the one.
Go on, say another rude word.
Yes.
And they did.
Yes.
And behind Siouxsie Sue is standing there with a couple of other girls.
Oh, I didn't realise that was. I'm gonna have to go and look that up.
Yeah. She's there, and she's not very sexy yet. But then she turns up a little bit later on, sort of like post-punk time.
Yeah, there's some pictures of her.
No.
She looks a bit scary there.
She does. Yeah, I think that says more about my psyche than I care to let on.
Say no more.
No, I think, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I think punk I don't particularly like.
Oh, I like punk. Well,
But
I like some punk. I don't like a lot of the modern stuff because a lot of the modern stuff are it's the extremes and it's not what punk was about.
no. So punk in the 70s in the UK, in fairness, I really didn't like the Sex Pistols. They've grown on me a little bit. I was more of a fan of the Buzzcocks, of
I
My
know
Perfect Cousin,
yeah,
Teenage Kicks,
yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah, that it's funny. Drumming wise, I was some American drummers, and well, you got your standard punk drum beat here. You go.
Yeah.
I thought that ain't a standard. It might be now, but if you go to that original punk, it was more sort of. It wasn't any of what they're doing now. It's just the way it's progressed. They've taken the extremes all the way through, and it's just it's nothing. The original stuff was just it's musicians who hadn't really. Well, they didn't really play the machine. It was basic stuff because they weren't great musicians.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Steve Jones didn't.
It was sung from the heart, and that's what made it so good.
Yeah. The Clash. I mean, if you're talking punk bands, I think the Clash kind of stand up above.
Yeah, technically, I think they were actually quite good. I think they could play, looking at their compositions
play,
and what they did.
You can see the influence of the Clash going through the Manic Street Preachers and other bands like that.
Yeah.
I think they were far better than. It's just that the Sex Pistols were always seen as the ultimate punk band, and I can see why. But I think the Clash have the longer serving.
But I mean, Siouxsie and Banshees started off punk, but they really got encapsulated into the goth movement. I saw them live.
Really?
Pool Arts Centre. Can't remember what year it was. But she had a broken leg at the time, so she was propped up in this high stool for the whole gig. But it was phenomenal. They were great sound. Really good.
That's the thing. Punk was great, but I can take or leave it. But what came after is far better. The post-punk thing that came along, the goth, the Cure.
I've seen the Cure live as well. They were boring.
Sorry?
I've seen the Cure live as well.
Yeah.
He's not a very good front man. He was a bit dull.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But
I like the music kind of works.
Yeah. Yeah. The next song is this. And they played it. The next song is this one. But yeah. Not that charismatic, really.
No. There's a brilliant bit. I forget what it is. The Cure won an award for something like best goth band ever or whatever in history. And after winning the award, they go backstage and there's a woman with a microphone going, Hey, you just won best goth band ever in the world. Are you really excited? Robert Smith says, not as much as you. Which is a great moment.
Genius.
A great moment. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. He's just gone up in my estimation.
Yeah. It's so funny.
That was a bit of synchronized drinking on the channel there.
I think it was, yeah.
Oh, that's like, it's got a nice level of bitterness on that.
It has, hasn't it? Yeah.
It's because New England pale ales or IPAs, they've either got no bitterness whatsoever, or it's off the scale.
You see, I always think, and this is a conversation we've had before, but I think I'm not quite sure what a West Coast IPA is.
Yeah,
But all the West Coast IPAs I've had have been a little bit more bitter.
right. No, I've had some New England IPAs which have been really bitter.
But does that not put them towards West Coast? I don't know.
No, because they look like pina coladas, so they're.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I don't have the courage to actually do a brew, a grain brew. One day I shall do a New England IPA, but I'm not. I don't feel confident enough to do it yet.
Okay. Well, if anybody can, you can.
Well, anyone can.
Well, yeah,
it's
anybody
just following
can.
a recipe.
Taking the
That's
lead.
all it is.
You've taken the lead.
Yeah. I get obsessed about. I do. I get obsessed about stuff, and then I brew. And I've done so many grain brews, but small batches over the last few weeks. I went into overdrive because when you have a success, you just think, oh, and you just do another and another and another, and then something goes wrong. You're like, oh, sod it, I'll leave it for a few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
I'm going to have to do another grain brew, but I'm going to have to leave Weetabix behind.
break new ground, Anders.
Yeah. So yeah. Right. Okay. I can't finish this without starting the slur.
Yeah, it's
So
been quite a bit of a session today.
Yeah, it's been a big sesh, and I think it's appropriate that we say goodbye. Say goodbye to you people out there.
Yes.
Before we embarrass ourselves.
Before we completely lose it.
Yeah, absolutely. So look, thanks for watching. Bye.
Goodbye.